Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me? So I hope you started working on this. I already shared the documentation related to this, which is very confidential, not to share with others. Okay. Everyone received the Word document, right? Word document. Tell me, Bashir.
So I wanted to ask you, I downloaded and I have this part, but I did not understand the same thing. What you have done, we need to do this, right?
Exactly, right?
So
Which one you
we
are not
don't
understanding in the document, where you are
know.
getting confusion?
Like in the, if you see that in the scenario, it was written that you will be able to take from the Access database, international sales
Yeah,
data.
we
I'm like,
connected, right? We connected to the Access database, correct?
no, like in it was in CSV file. So I am like, do we need to take another data or we need to
Same
whatever you
database, same data. So here, this documentation, this scenario documentation, we already connected to the Access database, right? On the data transformations part, on the source you have extracted, Access database is our DB. You
yes.
have fetched Access DB and also some of the CSV files, which the sales details is maintained in some different format, some CSV format. So that one also we have fetched. So here it is. I'm just navigating to the query editor. So these tables, if you're observing location, product, date, manufacturer, we
Oh,
have
this,
fetched
yeah, this is the previous one which you are talking about, right?
these tables you have fetched from Access DB, right?
Yeah,
Correct?
no, no. I was thinking there is a new table where we
No, no,
have to take it
nothing.
out. This,
No,
this
no, no.
already we have. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Correct.
got it. So I
So
was confused. Where is the
no,
new data? I
nothing.
was trying to
That's
search
what.
it.
Here already I have mentioned it. Scenario, Access DB we have fetched. Okay, please use the Access DB dataset and
Okay.
folder extraction. Suppose if you fail to extract the Access DB, I have shared an alternative approach, which is an Excel file. I have shared an alternative approach. Everyone, you remember, right? Others, if you are not able to connect to the Access DB, I asked you to fetch Excel file, correct? So
Yes.
for the
So
data source system, yeah, please
this
proceed.
was my confusion. Actually, I thought you are asking us to take a new data. I was thinking
Nothing.
like this is a different. Yeah,
Yeah.
got it. No, I
Now it is
understand.
clear. Now it is clear, right?
Yes.
Fine, fine. So what my process should be something like we completed the data transformation activities. That means this is completely theoretical, okay? So that means here it is. If you're observing this, we completed the this part also, country zip, this concatenation also completed. The modeling part has been done, okay? And coming to the exercises and all, so we have to get started. So these are the business queries. So if you're observing this, total sales we have to get calculated. So what is the sales is nothing but a revenue here. So we already have a revenue field. In sales table, we have a revenue field, right? So we have to get calculate total sales is nothing but sum of revenue last year sales. So we are trying to compare with the last year revenue. So how we are going to get last year sales value, and the variance, sales variance is nothing but a difference, where difference. So we have to subtract between total sales minus last year sales. These are all business calculations. And after that, we have to get calculated for percentage, sales variance percentage. Okay, these are the business questions. By utilizing these questions, if you're observing, I'm providing the snapshots also for this. If you can go little down, after reading the exercises, if you can go little down, here you can observe snapshots. Okay, is that fine, everyone? Clear? Responses, please. So next, moving on to the next page development, trend report. Okay. So sales and units YTD we completed. So here we have considered this total units. Okay, total units as well as a total revenue. And the next page is related to the sales representation. So these are all the revenue details. Okay. So total revenue based on category and segment, how it has been distributed, and which manufacturer is generating the total revenue. So here by using the stream map analysis, we got to know Van Arsdale. And the next visualization is related to the scatter plot chart. So which is going to accept x-axis and both x and y-axis within numeric. Please remember, maybe if you are planning for the PL 300, it is a question. Okay. While working on a chart, so both the x and y-axis, we have to add number fields only, metric information. So here, x-axis is a number, y-axis is also a number. And coming to the values, this is the category. Agree with that? Is the categorical data? Yes or no? Yes. Segment is the category, right? Category in the sense description. If you are observing this product table, it's a kind of a description segment here. So description, giving some details. Okay. Please remember. Next chart is very, very simple. So here, based on okay total revenue, which is the sales data, sales value we have, I want to see the country wise. In such kind of a scenarios, instead of using normal charts like a pie chart or something like a donut chart or else maybe a bar chart, we can showcase if we are working on the country or else a state or region district. If you are visualizing by using geospatial way, it should be looks good. Okay, they want to see the how the values has been distributed, that as per the data points right here, the data points will be give some idea. So here we have considered this map insight. So this is the map visualization globe. Okay. Simple query. So here, if you are observing this total revenue, let me take a copy of it. See here, I'm just asking you one question. Total revenue by manufacturer, right? So I want to see the details, only exclusively the details of the Van Arsdale manufacturer. As per the chart, Van Arsdale is a manufacturer which is generating high revenue, that is 2 billion. I want to see statistics exclusively for this manufacturer. So how can we get it? Can someone please help me? Understood my query or else any confusion? So see here, total revenue, right? This is the value, 5 billion. Out of this 5 billion, the value has been split in this way, correct? The total value is 5 billion is the total revenue. So from this, Van Arsdale is generating the top revenue generated, 2 billion. So I want to extract 2 billion, this particular 2 billion information as a separate number, as a metric. How can we achieve it? We already worked on the best practices, this part. Maybe in the O data feed we have connected. We connected and we did to see extraction of this, I mean, how we are going to filter the information. Similar example, we worked on the best practices part, how we are going to filter the data. Do you remember the company name we have extracted, right? Total sales for exclusively one company name. You remember? So instead of a company, we are going to filter the manufacturer. That's it. So my question is, I want to see the details exclusively for this Van Arsdale sales. That's it. So what is the function? So these are all the manufacturers. If I'm trying to select something, right, my visual is getting filtered. See here. So like that, I want to see the Van Arsdale manufacturer, that is 2 billion. I want to see this number as a separate KPA card. Now you got a clarity or is still any confusion? Please tell. I want to see this number, exclusively this particular number. What is the calculation? Which function we are going to use it? If you worked thoroughly on this best practices, last example, it's an easy. The function name is, I'm using slicer, okay, that is fine. I want to see this number as a separate card like this. I don't want to get it filtered like this. See here, 42 million is coming, but I don't want to filter it in this way. I want to see it as a separate card, exclusively as a separate card. Even if I'm trying to slice the data, it should not be impacted. Which function it is? We discussed about calculate function. You remember? Calculate is the function where you are going to pass the parameter two types. Okay, first one is expression is your parameter, and the second one is filter. Data filtration is your second parameter. You remember the calculate function? So in such scenarios, so if you want to get extract from it, I mean, if you want to see the details exclusively of this particular info, in such scenarios, we are going to make use of calculate is the function. So from this tree map, I want to see exclusively that Van Arsdale sales. I don't want to get it filtered when I'm selecting some other slices or in some conditions. In such scenarios, we are going to make use of calculate is the function. So here, this is the total value. And here I'm trying to prepare a slicer. It is a slicer, right? See here, maybe let me convert to a slicer chart also for your reference. See here. It's a slicer. Whenever I'm trying to select, values are getting changed. But my requirement is I want to see this number as a separate card. In such scenarios, we're going to create a measure. Click on the new measure. Important. So that's why I'm just giving a quick recap as well. So here my requirement is as per the visualization, Van Arsdale is deriving the highest revenue. Okay. I'm trying to give the measure name as Van Arsdale total revenue is equal to calculate is the function. Use the calculate function here. The expression, can someone please guide me? What is the expression here? Expression, what is the expression? Expression means which one we are going to use it. As per the syntax, if you are observing two parameters, right? Expression comma filter. So expression is company name. Priya? Expression is company name or else filter is company name. Expression is nothing but a number. Here, what is the number which we are using here? Total revenue, right? Correct? Yes or no? My plan is today I have to give a hands-on to you like a volunteer something. That's what I said. I remember. But you, what is the expression? No problem if it is a right or wrong. You are telling something. I'm happy for that. Expression. Which one is the expression? Simple question. Which one we are going to use it? Others, please respond. It's important. Expression is total revenue, which is a number. Okay. So, is this a right approach? Sum of revenue. Shall we use this in this way, or else can I reuse that measure, total revenue? Can I derive again a sum of sales revenue? Inside, calculate. No, sum x is not required now. Calculate is fine. Only one particular column na Bishoti. X stands for iterator. Yes. But here we are calling only one particular parameter only. That is revenue. We are not calling some other one more field in the same table. So we can call this revenue. That is fine. So here we already calculated the total revenue, which is an explicit measure. You no need to call again aggregation function, sum of sales revenue, which is going to impact. It will work, but it will impact your performance of your report. Why again recalculating the total revenue here? It's calculating, recalculating again. If you already calculated total revenue as an explicit measure, try to recall, okay, try to reuse it, okay, reuse that explicit measure instead of calling sum of sales table revenue column, okay, calling it as a total revenue, comma. Here the filtration, which one we are going to do a filter? I want to see the manufacturer which is generating the highest revenue. Is this a company name? We are using any company name or else a manufacturer name. Is this a manufacturer name or else a company name? Company name is the previous example, correct? Manufacturer name. So try to call it as a manufacturer name. Manufacturer is equal to, call that name. Van, close the bracket. So there is no limitation. So we can use one more filter, means we can add it if you want to get it filtered with one more. So calculate is the DAX function. We can pass two parameters by default. Expression is the first parameter, which we are going to call it as a number. Filtration, where the text fields, we are going to call it here. So which one we are going to use the data filtration part exclusively. So close the bracket, validate it. Okay, validate. So just try to drag and drop this Van Erstal total revenue. Okay, validated. 2.36 billion. So is this numbers are matching here? Total revenue on 2.36 billion. So maybe if we can try to select something, is this visual, the card visual, is that getting interacted? I'm changing to some other manufacturers. Is this below card visualization? Is this changing? You have to tell. Is there any interaction? No. So this is exclusively the first, I mean, the top manufacturer Van Alstel total sales. So we have exclusively filtered the data, the parameters part, and we got this 2.36 billion. Okay. Understood, right? In this way, we are going to calculate. I mean, maybe if you are extracting something from the existing measures, we can use a calculate is the function. So on the DAX part, we will call DAX part, data analysis expression. Calculate is the queen, okay, queen of the functions. Okay, most of the time we will regularly use this queen function and also a magic function. Okay, the names, technical names I'm just calling, and also some synonyms. Okay, remember, but there is no king here, only queen they have identified. Okay, is that clear now? Everyone, is that clear to you? One more question here. 2 billion, 1 billion, 1 billion, something like that. But I want to see the decimals. 2.36 decimal is the value. How can we get the decimal point? Can someone please help me? The value is rounded off to the number, near number. But I want to get see the decimals in this visual, total revenue. Can someone please help me? How to get it? How to see the decimals in the visual? Two decimals only, not more than that. How to get it? plan is I want to see some decimal points. 0 billion is not giving any meaningful info. I want to see some decimal points, 2 decimal points. How to get it? Is that a comma separator or else something? Select, please focus here. Okay, focus, please. Select your visualization. Use the formatter, more option, more. So here is in number, total revenue is the number which we have used. So either data labels part, display units here, display decimal points. Here we can try to get it like this, simple. Here we can try to derive it. That is one approach. Or you're able to see the decimals right now. These are the decimal points, 2 decimals. Another approach is one approach. This is one approach. You selected the visual. On this particular visualization, you want to see the decimal points. This is one approach. Okay. Another approach is you have to select your explicit measure, which you have used on your report, total revenue, select it. Another. Here we can try to use format level 2 decimal points. That means the complete measure level, you are adding 2 decimal points. As of now, 0 decimal, and you want to bring 2 more decimals on total number, total revenue number. You have to add 2 decimal points here. Okay. Clarity, you got the clarity? Everyone? On this, exclusively on this particular visual level, I have showcased to you how to bring the decimal point. And on the complete number, if you want to bring the decimal points, I have showcased to you. So this is also getting impacted, 5.33. Understood or not? Any questions? Clear, right? Everyone, is that clear to you? Let me know if you want to repeat it or else if you want me to showcase. Okay, don't wait for something. So exclusively on this visualization, if you want to visualize with decimal, we can project it. On the top of this number, total revenue, if you want to provide 2 decimal points, that is overall number, right? Total revenue wise. So it will be get impacted complete. Wherever you are using the total revenue, you can see the decimal points. 5 point some 2 billion, I mean 2 decimals or it's 3 decimals, whatever. Okay, like that. Fine. I'm deleting it. I'm deleting these visualizations. Is that fine, right? And this page is dedicatedly for another, okay, another page, that is trend report. Trend report. The name itself, if you're observing the trend, the name itself is getting indicated something like trend showcase. Okay, over the period of time. So in the requirements part, if you want to visualize data over the period of time, or if you want to visualize trend analysis, so we have to work with the date related fields. Okay, over the period of time. So maybe as per my extracted info, I have an information from 2000 to 2015, correct? So I want to see my total revenue over the period of time. I want to see the revenue from 2000, how it will be get impacted from 2000 to 2050. Okay, how we are going to visualize it? In such scenarios, we are going to use line and clustered column charts. These charts. Okay, this is the line and clustered column chart, and this is stacked column chart. Okay, stacked and line and stacked column chart. Stacked in the sense all the numbers will be stacked together. Clustered in the sense we can group the items together. Okay, cluster grouping. Stacked is nothing but we can, last example, clamps related clamps example we discussed about, stacked all the metric information into one single bar. That's what the stacked will do. Okay, so here in this scenario, I'm going to use line and clustered column chart. Okay. Visualizations. If you're observing the visualizations, this one, line and clustered column chart on x-axis. Okay, so here if you're observing this data field, build a visual. X-axis is there and y-axis. And here I want to add line. Okay, so column y-axis, I'm going to add a metric. And line y-axis, that is the secondary axis also, I'm going to add a metric. So fine, on the x-axis, I want to visualize the trend, okay, over the period of time. Okay, trend or over the period of time analysis. Now you can tell me on the x-axis part, which field or else a category we are going to use. X-axis, which field we are going to consider? Responses, please. X-axis. So first of all, trend or over the period of time. So what is the category or else which field we are going to consider? Which one we showcase as a trend in the previous example, climbs. From 2000 to 2018, we have visualized on x-axis something, right? Which field it is? Year. You remember year. X-axis, why it is a revenue, Harika and some Bishopi. X-axis, are we going to take a revenue? You can tell me. See here, total revenue. Is that getting added? Add to this data, x-axis. Is that getting added? Even I have started adding this total revenue. Is this adding? No, it will not. X-axis, we are going to consider the category here. So we want to showcase over the period of time analysis. Okay, from 2000 to 2015, I want to visualize it over the period of time how the revenue has been added. So here I'm going to consider year, date table year, and y-axis I'm going to consider, as you said, revenue. So here I'm going to consider revenue. Is this visualization giving some meaningful insight? You can tell me. Is this looks good? X-axis year, y-axis total revenue. Correct? Total revenue. Fine. And the line, there is one more field, the secondary information I want to derive. Total revenue here. Okay, sorry, total units. Already total revenue is on my column y-axis. And the secondary axis, this is my secondary. This is the first primary y-axis. Secondary y-axis, I'm going to derive a line that is based on total units. Just try to derive it. Okay, total units. So everyone, right, please try to work on this, understand it. Please try to understand first and then start working on it. X-axis, here if you are observing this x-axis, right, I want to showcase a trend. This is a trend. Over the period of time, I'm showcasing both my total units as well as total revenue, which is a very important metric. So on the primary side, primary y-axis, total revenue is there. On secondary part, this is my secondary. Total units has been generated. So over the period of time is this one. So from 2000 bar, if you're observing this single bar, from 2000, this is my total revenue. Over the period of time from 2001, 2, 3, and so on, as per my data availability 2015, I'm showcasing the trend, the data trends. Okay. And the line, if you're observing, this is the line chart. Okay, normal line chart. And if you're observing this line chart is related to total units. So for each and every bar, if you're observing, there is a line, how much units it has been generated. You can see it on the secondary y-axis. This is my secondary. Maybe if you want to add the data points, we can add it. We can add the data points too. No worry. See here. You can go to the format here. The small painter icon is there. Add the data labels. Okay. And if you want to showcase the markers on this line, markers, the data points, each and every point, we can add the markers. Got it? Clear to you, or else any questions? In this way, we are going to derive total revenue and units over the period of time by year. And the background, if you're observing this, so maybe I want to visualize the number. See here, I want to visualize the number, only the line numbers, that is 0.84K. I don't want to visualize. I'm not interested with the total revenue 0.46 billion and so on. I'm not interested because it's just giving some clumsiness. So how we are going to derive? I want to enable line numbers, line data points, and I'm going to disable this bar numbers 0.46. We can do that. It is also possible. How? Select your visualization, go to the format, more option. It is not available here. It's a quick add a addition to your report. We have to enable this more option, enable it, select it. So here, data labels part, data labels, okay. I'm interested with only line units. That means unit value. I'm not interested with the revenue value. So here the series part, revenue, turn off. That's it. Revenue. And or else, 1 second. First we can enable it. Units. I think they have changed. 1 second, please. Here. Data labels. I'm just trying to showcase only line and try to disable that particular parts. 1 second. It's completely turning off. Previously, we have an option. I don't know why it is this one turning off. If I turn this data labels, show data labels, right? It has to enable and this one is required. Give me a minute. Column is nothing but a bar. Maybe if you are not interested with this color, right? It's as of now light blue color. Maybe we can try to change it to some different color. Okay, different color like let's try to use purple, light colors. Okay, 1 second. I have to turn off this, but here data labels automatically it is getting turned off. Previously it was not there. See here, maybe it's a bug. See this total revenue. I'm expecting the data labels to showcase, and total revenue I want to turn off. Automatically both is getting turned off. So it's a bug. Everyone observing, right? So here the requirement is, I mean, parallel I'm providing the requirements too. I don't want to showcase the bar, the column values 0.46, 0.40. I want to visualize only the line numbers. In such scenarios, here we have an option, data labels part, series to information, total revenue on the units. Once you turn on it, both the total revenue as well as the total units data labels will be enabled. So to turn off, as of now, it's not working. So see here, maybe if you can try to select total revenue, about data label is also getting turning off. See here, it's a bug actually. So we will check it. Okay, we will check and we will raise it if required on the community. But basically, right, the functionality should be we have to enable any one of it. Maybe I'm interested with the total revenue means I can showcase the data labels. If I'm not interested on the total revenue, we can turn off. That feature was there. Maybe the previous releases. I have to check it one more time. Okay. So in this way, we can try to turn on or else off. Okay, the data labels part. Got it? Is that clear or else any questions? Sure. On the background, by default, it is a white background. So if you are planning to change or else maybe turn off, we can turn off the backgrounds too. Here, yes, tell me. Yes, tell me, Bishop.
So add to your visual, there also you clicked right clicked on data label. So would you remove that also
Which one?
inside the report?
Yes,
Add to
inside the
your
report, these are the
visuals.
labels, right?
Yes.
These are,
So
yes,
if you the green click where you have done on the data label. So
data
if
label
you
is there. See here, if
yeah.
it in turn off it, completely turning off. Okay, this is the data labels main category.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay,
Got it.
our requirement is if you can turn on, my requirement is I want to visualize this line numbers. You are seeing something like a line numbers, right? Zero point
Yeah.
0.4 million wise. And I am not interested with the billion. That is my total revenue. So
Okay.
here we have to apply the settings. So our requirement is I want to turn off the total revenue. Suppose if we can try to, as of now, by default, it's a show data labels. As of now, I'm visualizing the labels, but I'm not interested. We can turn off it. But the thing is, if I can turn off, automatically main one also getting turned off, data labels, which is a bug. That's what I'm saying. It should not be like that. If you turn off this one, yes, we can turn off. And we have to enable the show data labels for total units only. But here, the functionality it is behaving like abnormal, like a data labels also getting turning off, which is wrong.
Okay, I got it. So you
Okay.
said either one should come, the billion
Yes,
or the million.
exactly. Exactly. I'm interested with only million. That is the line numbers only. I'm not interested to showcase the data labels for total revenue. So I can turn off the total revenue labels and I can visualize total units labels. It is the right
Okay.
functionality, but as of now, it's a kind of a bug. So whenever I'm trying to turn off this, completely main label itself is getting turned off. There is no data labels now, which is wrong, right? Correct? So where my customer has to on hover and to see the values, which is wrong. Correct? Here I have a two metric and I'm interested to visualize line numbers. I'm not interested to showcase the labels for bars, columns. In such scenarios, here we have to do that activity data labels part. Turn off the total revenue, turn on your total units. That is the functionality. But I have to check one more time. Okay, fine. Everyone clear, right? Clear about this functionality or else any questions or else something, please let me know. Fine. Clear? Fine. As of now, if you're observing this x-axis, right? So I'm not visualizing like a 2001, 2, 3, and so on. So it is showcasing something like a frequency of 5 years, 2000 to 2005, 2005 to 2010, 2010 to 2015. So sometimes we will get some questions from the business stakeholders why you are not visualizing the continuous year. Can someone please help me how to get the continuous number? We discussed it already. If you remember, you can tell or else I will tell. You are observing this 2000, 2005, 2010, 2015. Why the frequency you are visualizing with 5 years? Why you are not showcasing the continuous number? So how to get the continuous number? No, it is not an ascending. It is in correct order only. From 2000 to 2015, correct order. But the years are missing, right? But this bar is showcasing 2001 whenever if I'm trying to on hover. This is 2002. I know it is in 2002 total revenue. But on the x-axis part, you are not showcasing that continuous years. Why? That's the question. Good. We discussed it. Selective chart, slice, bar chart. Go to the format here, format painter. X-axis. So by default, it is a continuous visualization. So here we have a many years of information from 2000 to 2015. If you want to visualize the continuous number as per the chart that you have added, here we can change it from continuous to the categorical so that we can see the continuous x-axis, the numbers part. Important, please remember. Because as of now, if you're observing this, you are stretching this visualization, right? You are just trying to stretch this visualization to some point. So the values, right, on the x-axis part, it's just hiding, but it is there. So in such a scenario, still from the customer point of view, he want to see the continuous x-axis. We can change this x-axis from continuous to the categorical. Okay. Please remember, it's very important. Okay. As per the space constraint, we are trying to stretch the visualizations to some point to add another visualizations. So that's why you are not getting this continuous x-axis. To bring it as a continuous, even if you have stretched the visual, we have to change the x-axis point from continuous to the categorical so that we can see the continuous number. Important, please remember. So which it is not looking good. So I'm just trying to change it from the categorical to the continuous. It looks fine. Okay, we have to explain to them. Understood? Is that clear? Fine. Let's try to visualize one more. I'm just using a copy paste. So the above visualization is related to total revenue and total units by year. And the below visualization, we already calculated that Van Arsdale total revenue. Like that, we are going to calculate total unit for Van Arsdale company only, manufacturer company. Okay, total units for Van Arsdale company. So how we are going to calculate it? So we don't have a measure. We are going to create one more explicit measure exclusively to see the Van Arsdale, how much units it has been generated over the period of time. So giving the name as Van Arsdale total units, total units. Calculate is the function, DAX function. The expression is, what is the expression here? Number. Quickly, please. What is the expression? Total units. Expecting an answers, please. Okay, comma. So and here the filtration part. What is the filtration? How we are going to see the Van Arsdale total units only? What is the filtration? Which field we are going to call here? Comma. Manufacturer table. Okay. Manufacturer is the column. Double inverted quotes. Van Arsdale. Okay, close the bracket. Validate it. Just try to drag and drop, or else maybe we can try to use this add visualizations to the label. So here, this one, remove this total units, try to add Van Arsdale unit. And this one, try to remove it, try to add total revenue is a bar. Okay. In this way, we are going to visualize. So first, above visualization is overall revenue and overall unit. And the below visualization, if you are observing the second, over the period of time analysis, we have added the top manufacturer, Van Arsdale, total revenue as well as total units. Okay. So on the left hand side, try to add the slicers. Okay, slices. We know how to add the slices, right? Just trying to give some space to it. Slices. So what I will do in the sense, instead of re-adding by selecting the slices, I have my slices in my previous page, sales report. I can copy it. Okay, Control C. Okay, I don't want to re-add one more time and do the cosmetic changes. I'm just copying all the slices, adding it to you, new page, trend report, copy and paste it. Whenever, if you are performing this slices only slices, if you are copying from one page to the another page, we will get a prompt like this. Do you want to sync the slices between the page, these two pages, sales report and trend report? It is asking us. Okay, suppose if you can try to sync up between these two pages, what will happen? Please focus, this is important. Please observe. I just use the sync up method. What will happen? Maybe I'm interested with one particular category, urban. So this is urban related. I'm interested with some category, segment wise modernization. Okay, visuals are getting impacted. So here the category and segment is selected. Similar fashion, I don't want to select in my previous page, sales report, these categories. It is automatically selected. Synced between these two pages. Category and urban has been selected, and these are the numbers. So that is the visual sync up. Okay, I just synced up between these two pages. Maybe I'm interested with some particular period, so I don't want to visualize from 2000. I'm interested from 2010 to 2015, the analysis part here. Okay. 2010 to 2015. Similar fashion in your next page, trend report, you can see the analysis from 2010 to 2015. Okay. This is the visual sync up. Okay. The slices which you have added in the previous page, I want to sync up in the new page instead of re-adding and adding the new slices chart. I just used a methodology name called sync slicer. Okay. Everyone, is that clear about it, or else any questions or else concerns? This is important functionality here. Sync slicers, visuals between the two pages. Sometimes my customer, he is not interested between segment sync up between the two pages. How can we remove it? How can we, as of now, it is added, right? Sync up has been added. He is not interested, assumption. Okay. He is not interested with the sync up between segment only. How can we remove the sync slicer activity? So select your slicer, go to the views tab, click on the views tab. Here we have an option name called sync slicer. Okay. So as of now, it is sync up between sales report and trend report. Try to remove it. Not required to sync up between this particular slicer, synced up between sales report and trend report. I have removed it. Now, if you can try to change to some other extreme, is that getting synced up here? You can tell me. Is that segment the same like extreme that we selected in the sales report? Responses quickly, please. No. Okay, we just removed it. So maybe if you can try to change interested with the regular. So here in this sales page, is that the same like a regular? We have removed the sync slicer between these two pages for exclusively segment information. We can remove it. So another, if you select the another slicer category, it is synced up. Still it is synced. City also, area, and as well as date. Got it? Everyone following this functionality? Is it clear? So instead of re-adding the slicer chart again, we can make use of copy paste technique. Very simple activity. You can copy the slices from previous page, sales page, and paste it here. And it will ask you, do you want to sync slices between these two pages? If you want to sync up, we can sync slicer. If you don't want, you can select the don't sync. Okay, simple. So once you can sync up whatever the parameters, whatever the categories that we are selecting on the first page, it will be get impacted on your previous page selection. Okay, that is mandatory if you are using the sync slicer activity. Okay, if you are clearing the selection, automatically it will be get cleared on your next page also. Not this one, segment except segment, remaining all will be get clear like this. Okay. So this is a strand report. Let me give the name of it. Okay. Strand report. Name of the page. I just want to give the trend report. Not the text box. Okay. Text box will not sync up. Okay. Only the slices will be synced up. Please remember. So I just copy from another page to this, right? Do you want to see, is that a text box also will get synced up? No. It's a text box, right? It will not sync up. Okay, okay, instead of adding the background colors again and again, I'm copying from the previous page, this text box. Okay, only slices will be synced up, not the visualizations too. Only slices only will be get synced up. Okay, this is the text trend report. So that's why I just copy and paste it here. Any questions on this page? If you have any questions, please raise your hand. If no questions, I will move to the next page development, last page. Any questions? Tomorrow also I'm planning to take the session tomorrow. Please join. Okay. Tomorrow also I'm going to take a session. Please join, please. Shall I move to the next page? Next page development, that is the top products. Last page. Last page development. So sometimes, right, in real-time functionality, instead of adding it as a new page, what I will do in the sense personally, so the format, okay, left-hand side parameters are same. And I just want to remove these two visualization. Okay, in such type of a scenario, I'll just try to duplicate it. Right click here, duplicate this page, duplicate it. I want to remove these two visualization. Remaining slices are same to me. Okay, slices are required for my analysis. So I'll just try to change it to product, product report. So product wise statistics, I'm going to visualize it here. Remove these two. Remaining background, I don't want to redo again. Okay, I have to, no need to rework. So just try to use these slices on my left hand side, change the paste up as a product report. That's it. Okay, real-time analysis I'm saying it's a kind of a simple check. You don't need to redesign or else redo activities as per the slices, as per the background images or else something. You can just use a duplicate of the existing page. Okay, so here we are going to derive top products. Okay, we can see the different products. Okay, we have the different product level information, how the revenue has been generated. I want to see that analysis. And also top unit wise, I want to see the which product is deriving the top units to. So top revenue as well as revenue and units wise, I want to showcase the visualizations for the products. So how we are going to do that? See here is important. I'm taking a normal chart, which is the stacked bar chart. Stacked bar chart. Simple visualization. See here, y-axis, I'm going to visualize it with product level information, products, and x-axis. This is my x-axis, which is a number, total revenue. So on this particular visualization, these many products are there. and y-axis which you are observing, these many products are there. See here, these many products has been available because we have 14 different manufacturers and their products. Let me add the data labels here. Data labels. Fine. But my customer, he don't want to utilize, he don't want to see the all this product level information. He want to observe only the top 10 products only. Top 10 products as per the revenue which has been generated. He is interested to see only the top 10 products along with their revenue. So that means he is not very much navigated down vertically to see the lowest analysis. You want to observe the top 10 products info. Understood? Understood? Is the queries clear to you? As of now, many products are there. I want to visualize top 10 products only. Okay, based on the revenue that has been generated. So the highest revenue is maximum UM-01 is the product name, and 110 million is the revenue which has been generated. So I want to see the top 10 products only. So in such scenarios, how we are going to visualize it? So see here, select your visualization. So filter on this visual. So the product part, so I'm going to filter it. So basic filter, I'm not going to select for the maximum. I'm not going to search it for it. Okay. So once you can open, the small down arrow is there. So once you can try to open this one, top N. Okay, so here I want to visualize only the top, not the bottom. Top 10 inside, top 10 products. So based on by value. So which value we are using here? What is the field we are using for the number? Which field? By value. So which field we are using? How we are deciding the top? This product is deriving the top revenue. Revenue field only, right? So we can try to drag and drop by value part, total revenue information. Just try to drag and drop total revenue here by value, apply the filter. That's it. So this is the top 10 products and their revenue information. Okay. Just try to minimize it because I want to add few more statistics. Copy and paste, copy and paste the visualization. So this chart, I want to visualize total units, okay, which product is deriving or else utilizing total units, okay, as per the product level information. So try to add the, not the total revenue, try to remove the total revenue now. Add the units now on the x-axis, total units. So this is the revenue, this is the units. Now, the common mistakes are, so still this visualization is getting filtered total revenue only. So because I have copy and pasted, right? I have duplicated the existing visualization. If you are filtering on something on the existing visual, that will be replicated. So see here, top 10 by total revenue. Is this the correct? Are we showcasing the revenue information or else a unit? Is this the correct field here by value? We have to remove it. It's a mistakes. Okay, common mistakes. Once you are doing a duplicate option, the same filters option will be get added. So as per the new requirement, we have to remove and get added the new filters. So here by value is not the total revenue we have to add. We are showcasing the visualization based on the unit. Just try to add total units, apply the filter so that the y-axis, the product information will be get changed. Okay, so this is the Maximus UM01 is the product as per the total revenue. Units wise, this one another product Maximus UC 69. Okay, this is different. Okay, this is the top 10 product information per unit as well as top 10 product information for revenue, total sales. Like that, let's try to add for total Van Ersdale revenue and Van Ersdale units to copy and paste the visualization. One more. Okay. So this visualization is related to Van Ersdale. We have the top manufacturer and their revenue, total revenue, and as well as which product I want to see for that particular manufacturer. What is the product name and which product is deriving the highest revenue, and also units wise, which product is utilizing the total units. Okay, as per the product. So let's try to change it from here. Instead of a total revenue, try to add Van Ersdale total revenue. And also change here. This is a duplicate, right? Let's try to change it from total revenue to Van Ersdale revenue. Apply that filter. And this one, another insight, another visualization. Van Ersdale total units. Top 10. So sometimes if they're asking you to design at bottom categories, we can use the bottom. Okay, bottom top 10. Okay. So as of now, the top 10. So based on some value, right? So I'm just utilizing the total units. So apply the filter. Okay. And these are the slices which we are providing to the stakeholders on the left hand side, where they can try to slice and dice the data based on the categories which you have provided. Okay. If you want to see the filters based on some particular range, you can try to slice the data between the date slicer is there. And you want to see the segment, okay, segment wise, slice down the data. You can try to filter the information and the area. So we already defined something like a local and the global areas. Where the local area wise, you want to see the insight, it will be get changed, and cities as well as the category. So he can try to select accordingly. Okay. So one more thing. So please observe this one. As of now, I want to see some different slicer for the city. So you are seeing some vertical scroller, right? On the right hand side. You are seeing something like a vertical scroller, scroll down. Correct? So instead of showcasing this vertical scroller, because we have many cities information is there, I can provide a search option to my customer. I don't have any search option. I can provide a search option. So select your slicer, add the search option. Simple. So three dotted option, search. So that my end user, he can try to search something. Click. You can see the data like this. You don't want to navigate vertically for some particular category. We can provide a search options too, like this. Got it? Because we have many categories. Suppose if you have less number of categories, it is very simple to them to select it like the simple way. If you have a many categories in the city, we have different categories. Instead of using the search like that, okay, manually using vertical scroller and search for the particular city, we can provide a search option too, like this. Okay, clear the slices selection. Clear. Any questions? Please try to respond here. Do you have any questions? So, is this 4 pages? Can I expect the design from your end? Report design. Tomorrow also we have a session. Please join. Tomorrow, other than this, some important key metrics we are going to define. Please join and we will discuss. As of now, these 4 reports on these 4 pages, I'm expecting from your end as a kind of a snapshot. Once complete, share the snapshots to me. And tomorrow, right, we are going to design some advanced DAX functions too. So until now, we have concentrated on the report building. So tomorrow part, we are going to create some advanced DAX functions too. Okay, how we are going to compare current year sales data with previous year, like that, simple way. Okay, no need to worry. We go in the simple manner only. If you have any questions, please raise your hand digitally so that I can Take your questions. Can I expect these 4 pages, or else do you feel any complexity on these 4 pages? Any complex, difficult to understand, or else difficult to write? I mean, design it. Responses in the chat. So Monday, you are going to share these 4 pages to me. Okay. Monday, not tomorrow, day after tomorrow, Monday morning. Maybe I'm expecting Monday morning. Please try to share it. Okay. Thanks. If you have any questions, I will stay in connect, or else we will disconnect now. We will connect tomorrow. Fine then. Thanks for joining. Have a nice day. We'll connect tomorrow. Please join. Okay.